My name is Steve Trevor, and I am the Green Lantern.
Nice. Like Justice League Unlimited live. Actually, this whole entire movie was exactly that. That's why it's such a good movie. I love how he's like, no man's made it across there, or like, no man's ever done this. And she was like, I'm a woman, so I'm gonna do this. Hey guys, what's going on? It's DJ here with my bro Jamai.
What's good?
And the Spirit of Bears.
Kind of cool.
Bring you our Justice Clubhouse podcast number 26, and this was of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Roll the clip. In present-day Paris, Diana Prince, curator of Louvre's Department of Antiquities, receives a World War I-era photographic plate couriered by Wayne Enterprises and recalls her past. Thus begins her origin story, which describes Diana being born on Themyscira, home to the Amazon race of warrior women created by the gods of Mount Olympus to protect humankind against the corruption of Ares, the god of war. In the distant past, Ares killed all his fellow gods, but his mortally wounded father Zeus struck him down. Before succumbing to his injuries, Zeus left the Amazons a weapon capable of killing Ares, called the God Killer, which Diana believes to be a ceremonial sword. Hippolyta, Diana's mother and the queen of the Amazons, believes that Ares will never return and forbids Diana from training as a warrior. But Diana and her aunt, General Antiope, defy the queen and begin training in secret. When the two are discovered by Hippolyta, Antiope convinces her sister to allow Diana's training to continue. After growing up, Diana rescues Captain Steve Trevor, a pilot with the American Expeditionary Forces. After his plane crashes off the coast of Themyscira, the island is soon invaded by a landing party of a German cruiser pursuing him. The Amazons engage and kill all the German sailors, but Antiope dies, intercepting a German bullet meant for Diana. Interrogated with the Lazo of Truth, Steve reveals that World War I is raging in the outside world and that he is an Allied spy. He then reveals a notebook he stole from the Spanish chief chemist Isabel Marro, known as Dr. Poison, who is attempting to engineer a deadlier form of the mustard gas under the orders of General Ludendorff. Believing Ares is responsible for the war, Diana arms herself with a ceremonial sword and armor and shield and leaves Themyscira with Steve to find and destroy Ares. When the two arrive in London, they deliver Marro's book to Steve's superiors, including Sir Patrick Morgan Freeman, who's trying to negotiate an armistice with Germany. Diana is able to translate Marro's notes and reveals that the Germans plan to release the deadly gas at the war front. Although forbidden by his commanders not to act, Steve, with some help from Sir Patrick, recruits his friends Samir, Charlie, and Chief to help him and Diana infiltrate enemy lines and prevent the gas from being released. When the team reach the Western Front in Belgium, they are halted by enemy machine guns, but Diana pushes through the German lines on her own and rallies the Allied forces behind her to liberate the village of Veld. The team briefly celebrates and takes a photograph from the beginning of the film. Later that night, Steve and Diana share a kiss and spend the night together. Team learn of a gala that will be held nearby the German High Command. Steve infiltrates a party intending to locate the mustard gas and destroy it. Diana appears and believes that Ludendorff is Ares and that killing him will end the war. Steve stops her to avoid blowing their cover and jeopardizing her mission. Ludendorff unleashes the mustard gas on Veld, killing all the inhabitants, in which Diana blames Steve for intervening and pursues the general to his military base where the gas is being loaded into a bomber bound for London. Diana fights and kills Ludendorff, who is physically enhanced by Dr. Poison's gases, but is surprised when his death does not stop the war. Sir Patrick Morgan Freeman appears and reveals that he is actually Ares. He tells Diana that although he had given humans ideas and inspirations, ultimately humankind's decision to cause war and violence. After destroying the sword, Ares reveals that Diana is the true god killer, as she is the daughter of Zeus and Hippolyta, making her Ares' half-sister. Ares attempts to convince Diana that humanity is inherently corrupt and that she should help him destroy humankind and restore paradise on Earth. While the two battle, the rest of the team helps Steve destroy Dr. Mauer's laboratory. Steve then sacrifices himself by piloting the bomber, carrying the gas to a safe enough distance in the sky, resulting in a fire explosion to prevent the gas from reaching its destination. Ares attempts to harness Diana's rage at Steve's death by convincing her to kill a helpless Dr. Poison, as well as a brigade of troops. However, Diana's memories of Steve inspired her that humans have good within them, and she spares Dr. Poison out of mercy before overpowering and destroying Ares. Back in London, the nation celebrates the end of a war, while Diana and Steve's comrades honor his sacrifice. In the present day, Diana sends an email to Bruce Wayne thanking him for the photographic plate of her and Steve and reaffirms her mission to protect all life as Wonder Woman. Could Steve Trevor come back as Green Lantern, aka a reincarnated version of Hal Jordan? Who's excited for the Justice League? Who can agree that Wonder Woman is the badass of all badasses in the DCEU? We'll see you in the next movie, and hopefully the sequel of Wonder Woman. All right, so before we say the one sentence, everybody welcome back Jeremy to the States. Woo!
Oh my god, it feels nice having good audio.
And not poopy connection, because we're right here. Now, if you guys want to know more of what happened during the last few podcasts, you guys could go check out our last 3 DC TV from last week.
Yeah, but in short, I went to the Philippines
for 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, yeah.
Nearly 3. You should have.
I should have stayed a little longer, but you know, we have stuff to do here.
So he back.
I'm back,
and we were going to see it last week, but he was super tired. Like he
yeah, we landed on Sunday, so
and it was like a later.
It was like afternoon, so I did not. Yeah,
and
jet lag hit me.
Yeah. For the last week, they've been pretty jet lagged. It's like no, we can see.
Yo, I'm ready. Monday, I just pass out. Tuesday, I'm ready. Pass out. It's just like the same thing all over.
So they're like stuck on that time, but they're good now.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, getting into Wonder Woman, one sentence.
My name is Steve Trevor, and I am the Green Lantern.
Nice. I'm just gonna go to
That is perfect.
We needed it more though. That's the only thing I could complain about.
Like what, 3 times?
Yeah, it was like towards the middle of the whole thing. So very quick summary of what happened. You get the origin. She grew up on Themyscira. Actually, at the very beginning of the movie, it had her at the Louvre in Paris as I think she's a curator at the museum there. And she had received a package from Bruce Wayne. And it was a picture of her, Steve Trevor, and
this photograph.
I'm so sorry, I'm blanking out on their names, but they had 3 other people with them. They had Chief, a sharpshooter, and the actor.
Yeah,
I totally forgot.
Samir.
Okay,
Sammy is
Sammy. Okay,
yeah, the actor, and then
Chief.
The other guy, the sharpshooter, he had like a regular name.
Let's call him Spazzy or something. Oh yeah, Charlie. Okay, so Charlie. So Charlie, Chief, and Sammy. And so she's looking at the picture, and then it kind of goes into her origin story. She was on Themyscira. She was raised, and basically her mother Hippolyta did not tell her that she was the world killer. Yeah,
the god
killer. The god killer. She told her the story growing up that Ares was, like the demon child of Zeus, and that his vision was that the humans were a bad creation of his father, whereas they said that Ares just went ape crazy and just used that agenda to push.
He's just jealous.
Yeah, the god of destruction.
Yeah,
pushing
what these people have.
Exactly. Yeah,
because I guess he doesn't have love. He doesn't have any of that up there in Olympus. So
he's the god of war. So like all he wants is carnage.
He's just like, going later into the movie when they met, he's like, I am the god of truth.
Yeah,
you must believe me.
And he's pretty crazy.
But you could tell how much power he has if he could overpower the lasso of truth.
Yes, that was insane. But
yeah, go back to that. Sorry,
it's cool. At least we get that like clarified, so that way when we get there, it's easier to talk about.
Okay.
So she grows up, and her mother doesn't want Antiope. We'll just call her Auntie. She doesn't want Auntie to be training Diana, which she does anyways. And Steve Trevor comes. His plane just, crashes through the invisible force field.
Yeah, I just hear like a
while she like runs off. She used her gauntlets. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like during her training session after Gal Gadot like grew up. And
that was hot.
Oh, sorry. Wonder Woman grew up into Gal Gadot. Yeah. And she was like, I'm going to cry in the
cliff. That flip though.
Yeah, that was awesome. Dude, she swims so fast.
Yeah.
I was like, what the freak? She's like already like hundreds of feet out.
Yeah, sorry, just to point this out, all the amount of slow-mo that was in it, just like it blew my mind. I love seeing like that.
And it wasn't cheesy.
Yeah.
It wasn't 300 looking. And no, I'm just saying 300 is awesome on its own, but I'm saying when you put slow-mo like that in the film, usually it tends to be cheesy, but
I'm literally like sweating right now just thinking about those scenes.
Before we saw insane. Gal like getting into like fighting, like seeing the other Amazons like jumping off the cliff.
See, even that, those beginning scenes, that's just...
And then
amazing.
They totally killed that woman's momentum by having her shot in the middle like of her.
Oh, sorry. I don't mean to laugh.
Yeah, she saw the bullet coming. I wonder why she didn't grab it. Or I guess she's still young.
Yeah.
Naivety plays a big part in this whole entire movie. I guess that's what people don't get. They're very naive, like on that island, because they don't know anything about the outside world.
Exactly.
And if you guys just quick little thing, they don't age there. Like so, wherever their peak gets to, Zeus created Themyscira for that sole purpose of them raising Diana, so that she could one day save mankind. That's basically what it is. And so basically they don't age as long as they stay in there, but if they go out, that's why they got killed by outside forces other than Diana, because they're not demigods. They're just like peak humans, basically. And Steve was just like, whoa, this is awesome, this is hot, I don't know what to think. And he's getting in on the action too, like he's killing the German forces that chased him into Themyscira. And sadly Auntie died. And everybody kind of mourned her death, and then they used a lasso of truth on Steve. He tells them the truth of him being a spy. He needed to get to Ludendorff and Dr. Poison. Or actually, he got to them. He told them their little story, or his little story. He infiltrated their base, took her book, and that's how he ended up on Themyscira. And then he led the German forces there, and basically blaming him. But Diana, she kind of like forges her own plan. She's like, I've been training, and I feel like I'm already like wrecking people.
Yeah.
Why can't I just go? And Hippolyta is just like, no, you can't. But she's like, nah, whatever. And then she scales the building, grabs all the gear, and she's like, I'm Wonder Woman now. And Hippolyta kind of like threw some shade on her before she left. It's like, you were my greatest
love.
Yeah, now
you're my greatest sorrow.
And it was like, that hurt.
Yeah.
And then she sleeps with Steve, quote unquote, all the way to London. Mm-hmm. And there was pretty funny like interaction between them on the
sorry,
ship.
One question just to clarify. Where is Themyscira located, like, on the map? I know it's in a different like dimension, but where exactly? Is it near Greece?
Yes.
So let's just in one of those seas, like the Mediterranean.
Just so that we're not too far off, let's say that it's there.
Okay.
that's a good, that's a good
just making sure.
Guess as where it could be. Honestly, I don't know exactly, but it's got to be
the shores of Europe.
Yeah, it's got to be close there.
Yeah.
And they make it to London, and just funny interactions again, and then she meets, Steve's superiors, and they're getting the book to them, and then we meet
Sir Patrick.
Yeah, Sir Patrick something.
The sketch.
Morgan. Sir Patrick Morgan?
Yes.
Okay. So Sir Patrick Morgan, he's like the nice guy.
Yeah, a little too nice.
He's played by David Thewlis, who is awesome. Professor Lupin!
All I remember from Harry Potter, chocolate. It's good for you.
He is the only one that kind of like helps them get to where they need to be. And Steve rounds up his troops with Chief, Sammy, and Charlie.
Like I said, he's a little too nice.
Yeah. He gives them money because no one else wants to, fund their mission. It's basically suicide. They don't want to, because they're going to put up an armistice or some sort of peace treaty, so that they can end the war. And Steve thinks that it'll be too late. They'll release the gas.
Yeah.
Ludendorff. Just kind of like go through their part real quick. Ludendorff and Dr. Poison were creating like their own like
gas.
Chemical mixtures to enhance strength and stuff like that, and they actually worked.
Yeah,
that's like,
so they made two separate ones. One to like
kill people,
and increase strength.
Yeah, that was for Ludendorff.
Yeah,
and so that's the one side of the story. And then basically, when they're making their way, Diana sees like a village they pass through, and
Veld.
It's just getting jacked up.
Yeah,
and she's just like, no, I'm not. And then that's like when our skin was just like getting cold and
they first made it onto No Man's Land before they made it to Veld, and that whole scene.
She's like, screw this. She jumps up onto the battlefield and just starts like whacking all the bullets.
What, you guys didn't move an inch for like the past year? What the hell are you guys doing?
And she's just certified badass, like the most badass female superheroine. Just seeing that like for the first time live action, like in DC, it's just like,
I know,
that's watching our like Justice League Unlimited live action. This whole entire movie was exactly that. That's why it's such a good movie, in my opinion. I mean, and
another thing, I respect all the previous Wonder Womans.
Yeah, like the Carter,
but this
Gal Gadot is amazing. She's made for Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
She's literally made for Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Just the way she looks, the way she portrays the character is exactly how Wonder Woman should be.
Yes.
And we lack the twirl. If we want anything in sequels, we want the twirl. That's for sure.
Maybe.
No, I want the twirl.
The twirl on her way to flying.
No,
just
like you don't like
off.
Like
that'd be sick.
Just like a super speed into her clothes.
So like what she did. I think Supergirl did on TV show. What episode?
Actually, now that I think about it, she kind of did in the dress. She twirled,
but just slow mo.
Yeah. But yes, exactly like that. And she wrecks shop. She's just like, these mortal men have no like chance against her.
Yeah.
And they defend the town, and her and Steve get close.
Defended the town.
Yeah, she defended the town. Well, Steve actually, he's pretty like, he's pretty badass. Actually, all of them are.
Yeah.
And yeah, they defend the
But
town to
she
save
defended
it.
the town. Sorry.
And her and Steve get close that night, and they make Nick.
Yeah.
And then they go to finish their mission.
Good for you, Mr. Above Average Man.
Woo! Oh, I like that joke. That was funny. When he was bathing in Themyscira, he's just like,
above average.
What's going on here? they go to finish their mission.
Yeah.
Their mission, they infiltrate Ludendorff's house, I think, or a party where he's at.
Gala.
Yeah.
It's
there
an
you go.
event. Yeah.
And Sir Patrick Morgan was like, don't do that.
I know,
and
but
then,
she's still badass. She brought a damn sword.
how did no one see that?
Maybe they thought it was part of her dress.
Oh, okay.
You know? And they don't question someone like that. Like,
Yeah,
she brought in
true.
a sword to the damn... And her shield.
Yeah, she's like... so
yeah,
funny.
when she's getting dressed.
Yeah. We forgot to mention her. Etta Candy. She's awesome.
Yeah, Etta, yeah.
She was with Sir Patrick Morgan throughout this whole thing, kind of leading the team where they should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Diana tried to kill him, but Steve's like, you can't do that because there's like rules to this. You can't just kill an official, an official, especially we got like the peace treaty in place and we got all this stuff is just going to be mess. But she follows him. Actually, no, they don't. Yeah, she tries to follow him. He sends out the gas to another town and it kills everybody.
Yeah. Well,
And-
that same town, Veld.
Yeah, and I love how she's just like...
She walked through that.
And then she's like, Trevor, or Steve, you're just as bad as them because you let this happen.
Yeah. And sorry, another thing, I love how that's like the perfect reference to those posters that she was in.
Yes.
The orange stuff
That made
was
sense,
actual
though.
smoke.
Yeah, that was the gas, the poison gas.
Wow.
And so
Crazy.
he kind of feels bad, and he's like, you know what? Us humans, we're not perfect, and we get that. He's like, I get it, so I'm gonna admit that we're not good.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
either there's good and evil in everybody. So I guess, you know, I'd like to say I'm fighting for the good side. So go follow that black smoke. And Chief had followed Ludendorff and, you know, was signaling them.
Mm-hmm.
And they trace him back to the base. And Diana absolutely wrecked everybody in the base. Ludendorff got jacked up, even though he used his little venom.
Yeah.
And let's just call it the Bane version.
Maybe.
And yeah, he got jacked up. He got stored through the chest, the Cleese. And it didn't stop the war because the war just kept going. So
she's like,
she thought he was Ares.
I thought if I killed the Ares, it
Yeah.
would all stop. War would all end.
And then she's like, "No, you guys are literally shizheads. I
Yeah.
hate you. I don't want to do this no more." And
Yeah.
Steve's like, "I still got to do this. There's a big ass plane over there. I gotta take it out right now, or else
Yeah.
it's gonna kill more people."
Exactly.
And then the real Ares reveals himself in Sir Patrick Morgan Stanley. Morgan
Cooper.
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Sir Patrick Morgan Freeman. He's just like illusion casting everywhere. He's like, "I'm not the
Yeah.
enemy, Diana. I am but a wizard."
Harry. Harry just shows up.
That's crazy.
He is a wizard.
Lupin, is that you? Shut up, Harry. I'm the Lord of Darkness. I'm the Lord of War. And he's trying to convince Diana like to kill off the human race so that they could reclaim the Earth.
Yeah.
And
Basically.
that's the only problem I had was like the way they worded it. It's like he worded it so elegantly, like the way he said it, right?
Yeah.
She should have said something along the lines like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wants to make the Earth better, right? She should have said like, I don't think that's such a good idea the way you said it. Instead, she was like, I won't be any part of it. So it made it sound like,
Yeah.
I won't be any part of making the world better.
Yeah.
It's just that the wording was weird, I guess. But we get the message.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't want to be part of the grand scheme
Well,
of
yeah,
things.
I
'cause
understand what you're trying to say.
He's evil. So, like, we know that his plan's not good. She should have just said something like, that's not fixing the Earth. That's just,
Yeah.
like, cheating your way through. Or something like that's even stupider than that. But, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I
the
guess.
base idea.
Something better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's under the lasso of truth while he's telling her this.
Or quote unquote
yeah.
under the lasso of truth.
And he uses his electrokinesis and just, I don't know, he just kind of turns it on her. And then he uses telekinesis. And then that was just like, okay, I get the DCU needs to use like mad CGI, but this was done right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can't like not have that much destruction, or you have to have that much destruction when you're dealing with demigods and gods.
And gods, yeah.
Like, we don't want to see a truck flipping over. We want to see them using the trucks to whack each other.
Yeah.
And the ground coming to pieces. Like, and then you see like the four of them, they're like, oh my god. What are we gonna do now? You see the ground just like coming out of nowhere. Diana's like,
Steve's just
500
like, we can't do anything else.
It's like,
you gotta just,
we're humans. Let's just go
just
do what we can
figure
do.
out the plane, fix that problem.
And yeah, so that's the next part of the plan. What does Steve decide to do? Like what he has to do?
Fly it away.
Yes.
And explode. Poof, 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 poof.
Into the sky.
Yeah.
The gas must explode.
Yeah.
And he sacrifices himself. You know, Diana's getting her ass kicked by her brother or her half brother. And I love how his armor came to be. And then he like melted the eye holes.
The fire. The fire. I said that really weird. The fire.
He looked awesome.
Yeah, that was sick.
And then he had the chain. We got to see the chain.
Yes.
We got to see the vast array of weapons.
The two main. Yeah.
Shanks.
Yeah.
And Diana, she wasn't like getting hurt. She was just getting tossed around. Like he was like absolutely outclassing her.
Yeah.
And he should have kept his damn mouth shut and not said that she was the god killer, because she wouldn't have unlocked that potential in her. And yes, she sees Steve, you know, piloting the plane up there after they had the conversation, and Steve said he loved her.
Handed the watch.
Yeah, for safekeeping.
Yeah.
He's like, I love you, girl. I'm gonna fly to my death. And then he's looking back at the, what do you call it? He's smiling. The canister. Yeah. And he exploded the plane. But that doesn't mean he's dead.
Because I'm Green Lantern.
Diana unlocked the full potential, and she was going absolutely ape crap on everybody.
Yeah.
She was like Barry Allen.
Did you see like her surroundings after she turned into God mode? That was like intense.
She's like, ah!
Yeah, she turned into like damn Kaioken from Dragon Ball Z.
That's the way you gotta fight Barry Allen, CW TV verse.
Yeah, dude, she went overpowered, yo. That was insane.
Those dudes' bodies were flying.
Yeah.
And they had no chance.
It seemed like she was going as fast as Barry Allen. It's like
it looks like she was like on a treadmill.
Yeah.
And just like skating all over the place. Like that's how fast she was moving. Yeah. And Ares was like, oh my god, what'd I just do? And she absorbed his electrokinesis, like lightning bolt throw.
He tried to turn it back on her. He's like, oh, you could use that. Kill all those people.
Yeah, but
you know, you could do it.
Oh, and then she spared poison.
Yeah.
She was about to crush her with a tank.
Yeah.
She saves the day. She blows a hole through Ares' chest, and the war has ended.
Yeah.
And all forces from both sides were just like, you know what, let's not fight, because we just saw some crazy ass shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
That's literally what she wanted. And what the story told is that like once you kill Ares, the war just ends.
I love how he's like, no man's made it across there, or like no man's ever done this. And she was like, I'm a woman, so I'm going to do this.
Exactly. And going back to that scene where everyone stopped fighting, you see the chief, he was hugging a German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to him, he's like, you kill me, I'll kill you right here, brother. They have sort of like a bittersweet ending. Diana, Chief, Sammy, Charlie, and Etta, they kind of, what do you call it? See the memorial for Steve in London.
Yeah.
And that's what started her journey to become Wonder Woman. And then it goes back to the present, and she messages Bruce Wayne, and it's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's put the gang together so we could, you know, whatever happened in Batman v Superman, let's fix this.
Yeah, exactly.
And
he's like, we need you for a better movie, please. Yeah. Thank you.
And then that's when the played
if you don't join our group, we are screwed.
Easter eggs.
Steve Trevor is Hal Jordan.
Jeremy and I talking about this for a while.
Well, you started it like over almost a year ago, right?
I thought that like when they said that Chris Pine was he was in the DCEU, like initially when they said they cast him in it, I was like, oh shoot, he's gonna be Hal Jordan. And then he's like, no, he's gonna be Steve Trevor, because like they said that he signed a multi-film contract. So I was like, that's got to be Hal Jordan. He's got to be like in everything, but can still happen. You know, Ben Sur could have saved his ass in that plane.
So like little things is that he's a pilot, Steve Trevor, and he's wearing the same damn like the jacket, the coat jacket that Hal Jordan wears, right?
Physique,
as a pilot, personality is the big thing.
Yeah,
and
he's above average.
Exactly, and he's even got the little
hair,
the comb over that Hal Jordan
and he's
has.
got. I mean, I never really see. I mean, I've seen Green Lantern flirt with Diana quite a bit in a lot of like movies and some comics, but they never really developed
They
anything.
can
But
do
they
it.
could.
They can do it.
Chris Pine and Wonder Woman have got like great
These
chemistry.
movies have potential if they use storylines like that.
Yeah, if they make it good, then let it be.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I'm down. Are you down?
Yeah,
I'm down. Are you
You're
down?
Yes. Yes.
Film was awesome. Oh, and the film ended with her jumping off the roof of her little base in France.
That was amazing.
Theories. Hopefully there's a sequel. They have grossed 435 million worldwide.
In 2 weeks.
Woo!
Insane.
Man of Steel. I am a huge Superman fan, okay? Huge. Like, I'm Smallville, George Reeve, Christopher Reeve, all sorts of just every iteration of Superman. Tyler Hoechlin, Henry Cavill, everything. I love them all.
Yeah.
But Man of Steel is not my favorite DCEU movie. This is Wonder Woman. It just had the heart that I would like to see in a Superman movie. The action is perfect, like in all the movies. They're perfect, but there's just like a little bit of a misbalance between that and the darkness. You know, there's just a little too much dark. And I get it should be gritty, but too much Batman.
I'm just kidding.
He's perfect. That's the thing.
Yeah,
The darkest part of that movie was
Superman?
probably the best thing.
Oh.
Yeah, the Batman.
Oh, okay.
You know, and he still had humor in it. He was like
Yeah.
perfect. The Superman, like you said, it's just
a little too dark for his character.
It's just like, and Wonder Woman was like the best part.
Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you could see it like this: the fact that he's dying and he's going to be reborn. Maybe they could, change,
Revamp him,
Yeah,
okay.
revamp the character.
I see. And we love Zack Snyder. He's awesome.
Yeah,
and
we stand by you.
You know
now.
what he's been going through these last couple months. You know, we
I mean, if
send
you
our
think
condolences,
about,
all prayers and thoughts.
Yes.
Positive thoughts, and we hope that he gets through what he needs to with his family. And we're excited to see what happens to Justice League and what happens to DCU moving forward, whether or not he's going to be hopping back in. You know, we're down to see him again.
Yeah.
We're also excited that he picked Joss Whedon to pick up the helm. And they're apparently doing some reshoots.
Nice. Okay.
For Justice League. So before we get into theories and stuff, there's another Easter egg was that I saw Linda Carter as an honorable mention in the
Sweet.
In the credits.
Yeah,
Sorry.
nice.
So that's awesome. They did it.
You talked about Bane earlier.
Yes. The
vial?
The van that was bringing in that picture to Diana at the beginning, it had Venom at the beginning of on the license plate, and it was from Gotham City. Wayne Enterprises. Sorry,
Wayne Enterprise. Yeah.
I think that was like a little nod to that Bane exists.
Nice.
Now, theories moving forward. We can't wait to see Justice League. Gal Gadot is our favorite iteration of Wonder Woman.
She's my favorite superhero right now at the moment.
Wonder Woman is amazing.
Yeah.
She has a badass theme. All her action sequences were awesome. They did not nerf her abilities. Like she's just OP as frick.
Yeah.
That's exactly what she should be. And
yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this. We're like for that stuff. Like this day and age, I feel like I think I'm pushing like a political
just say it.
agenda here. I'm a feminist. We're just saying she's badass and we need more of that.
Yeah,
going forward in superhero
we're
genre.
very open-minded. So
we're not trying to push a political agenda forward. We're just saying she's a badass woman.
Yeah,
and Patty Jenkins is a badass director and producer, and everyone that was a part of this, Connie Nielsen, Robin Wright, who is Auntie. Oh, she's going to be in the Justice League movie. Oh. Even though she died in this.
Antiope?
Yeah, Antiope. So she'll probably be, revived. So maybe Steve could be revived.
Yeah.
And then he'll become Jordan. Yes, exactly. That's what happens. He becomes reincarnated into Hal Jordan. Yeah, there you go. Makes sense. And that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets reincarnated. He doesn't know who he is, so he grows up somewhere else, takes up the name as
Hal Jordan.
And is crazy good at aviation for no reason or to himself, and is just like, why am I good at this? And then she sees him. She's like, Steve, and he's like, no, I'm Hal.
Yeah,
yeah, something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, we just can't wait to see like what Justice League will bring.
Yeah,
and if there's a Wonder Woman sequel, I want to see Felix Faust. And Black Adam.
Black Adam, yeah.
So okay, so
Felix Faust, Isis, and Black Adam.
Yeah,
like that sort of story.
So basically, this was like that episode of Justice League where Wonder Woman found out. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh yeah, it was with them. It was with Hawk and Dove. Hawk and Dove helped her stop. Yeah, help her stop Ares from starting a war between humans, and he was giving a like a death machine to the Germans, and that's where she met Steve. And it's basically that episode put into a film.
Nice.
So like, I would like to see that Felix Faust Justice League episode with Shazam and all of them, and that's why she goes back to Themyscira, because she finds out that all her people have been frozen and stuff like that. Then she introduces the League, and they help her, restore Themyscira.
Yeah, I'm down to see that.
Because I don't see how she could have another adventure like in the past. Like it'd make more sense in the future.
Yeah.
And then that's the only way I could see another Wonder Woman happening. But she's got quite a few people. Like I'd like to see her fight Big Barda at some point. The Apocalyptans, Granny Goodness, and the Furies. There we go. I'd like to see that happen. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Any other theories moving forward?
No.
I feel like we'll also have like the God things to come back on the Olympians.
You think so?
Yeah, she's got quite a few brothers and sisters. Like there's the first son. Then we'll get the Cassie Sandsmark.
Is Hercules in DC or no?
I think he's... No, I don't think so.
Okay. Never mind.
I think... No, actually, he might. I think he's Hercules, though.
Hercules?
He's like Wonder Man. Like, he looks like her by them, dude.
Okay.
So imagine, like...
I don't want to imagine.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
And, yes, there's like a lot of them. We could get Donna Troy out of this, and then she could become part of the Teen Titans.
Oh,
and
that'd
then
be sick.
Cassie Sandstark, or Sandsmark.
Cassie? You mean Wonder Girl?
Yeah, her.
Okay.
And yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stuff that we could go on.
Teen Titans.
Be awesome. But
yeah,
Justice League's next, and Wonder Woman was like the boost that this universe needed, and we hope that it continues to crush it at the box office. Critically, I think it's certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Not that we give a damn about Rotten Tomatoes or what they say, because they're usually like way off sometimes. But from the people, casual or like passionate watchers from like the normal side of critics, which we are part of.
Yeah,
we would like to say this is the best DCEU movie so far.
It's the Justice Clubhouse certified.
Yes, there you go. Start that. Yeah. Hashtag Justice Clubhouse certified. I like that.
Or TJC certified.
Yeah. Any other theories moving forward?
Nah, dude, I'm all out. Steve Trevor for Green Lantern.
Yeah. She better not get another love interest. Steve is her love interest.
Yeah.
And wherever, whatever life Steve takes up next, that's who she's going to be with.
Yeah.
I don't want no Batman, Wonder Woman. I want Batman with Catwoman. You're already too old. You should just be with Catwoman.
Yeah.
Crazy cat lady and bat old crazy man.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, there you go.
That shit crazy old man. Yeah.
Final thoughts about this? We just said it. It was amazing. The best DCEU movie.
It was super fantastic.
What do you rate it?
I rate this
10 lassos of truth out of 10. That's
oh, nice.
Oh, please stay by me, Diana.
Out of 10.
Nice. What do you think about it, Bears?
Oh my god, it's so good. You see it? Fire!
Nice. Okay, so hashtag lasso.
God.
Cream.
Nice.
Yeah,
one more time. Hashtag lasso.
God.
Cream.
So that being said, you guys go leave a comment down below what you thought about the movie.
Yeah.
And leave your theories, your comments, everything that, you want to put down there. Go ahead, and if you enjoyed, go leave a like.
Come over to my channel where we figure out exactly how to make your own Philosopher's Stone. We don't actually know how, but we do have a Shield videos, so that's kind of cool, right? It's something. It's a good. Just come check me out, please.
Be sure to check out our creators' code as well as social links down below. With that being said, thank you guys once again for watching the 26th episode of the Justice Clubhouse podcast. Hopefully we are back for more,
Yes.
This little break kind of had me rejuvenated, yo.
Yeah.
I think I'm back into... I'm ready to get back into doing podcasts.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Homecoming's next, so
and hopefully we could release old podcasts that we haven't released yet.
Yes.
Like Batman vs. Superman, Daredevil, Season 2. Because Defenders is coming out.
We need to put out everything
2 months from
that we
now.
haven't done.
Yeah, we're trying to put all that out this summer. And
'cause
still have content for you guys.
Defenders
and,
coming out August.
don't want to promise anything, but we have other things that we are other projects. Hopefully,
Yes.
we can get those out as well. And
That's some exciting stuff that we're working on. Or planning.
We just
to
gotta
finish
do
up.
it. We just gotta,
Hash it out.
yeah, not talk too much about it, but
Yeah.
just a little heads up.
You'll see.
Yeah, let's see.
Hashtag
Steve Trevor for Green Lantern. Or even better, hashtag Chris Pine for Green Lantern.
And hashtag Gal Gadot is Wonder Woman. And hashtag Gal Gadot is
Wonderful.
awesome. Yes, there you go. That's awesome.
Who's up? Bye.
And then we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.